Hello and welcome to Spark Joy Astrology. My name is Joy and I am so happy to be here with you on this potent day in the cosmos. The astrology for 8/8, or the Lion's Gate portal, is most definitely special this year, friends. We have this potent love revolution going down, and this week our Venus moves into Cazimi with the sun, meaning that she is about to die, friends, being burned up in the rays of the sun, only to be rebirthed anew. So let's dive into the aspects of this day and illuminate a little bit more on the Lion's Gate portal. So this particular portal is interesting. There are some astrologers, my teacher being one of them, that thinks that this is poo-poo. But friends, I really truly do not think that is the case. This knowledge of Sirius was actually given to us by the Dogon tribe, a tribe in Africa that claims that they were visited by star people long, long ago and given a lot of intel on how to do life, on how to work with the stars, and basically how to be good people. In this exchange, they were taught about the actual Sirius star system. The Dogon tribe calls this star the dog star. Sirius, the dog star, is something that they intimately know, and they were taught that this particular system had 4 stars, and we as humanity could only see 3 of those stars by our naked eye for a long time. So the Dogons claiming that there were 4 stars was kind of ludicrous until we got the technology to see that there were actually 4. So that being said, friends, the Dogon tribe definitely can speak to the knowing that there is something magical about the star Sirius. It is a huge star, much bigger than our sun, and it is known as the spiritual sun of our cosmos. And on this particular portal day, our sun, in alignment with Sirius and Orion's belt, is getting some deep downloads when it comes to our hearts, to love, because the sun is always in Leo, the house of the heart rather. We're always getting this evolutionary rev up each summer, but this summer, friends, is a little more potent. This love revolution underway is certainly banging the drums a little harder on this particular aspect. So let's dive into the day. It's leading us into Sunday, where we have the Cazimi between Venus and Sun, where Venus is burned up and dies and then is reborn into a new Venus cycle. So let's dive into it, friends. Today at 2:11 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time, our moon in the sign of Taurus, which if you want to know more about that, go back to yesterday's video, and it leads into today's astrology. Actually, the last 2 do, so you should check them out. But at 14 degrees of Taurus, our moon finds Jupiter, and they come into union or conjunction. Jupiter is the benevolent planet, the large, blissful, expansive, adventurous, guru planet. And so when our moon comes into conjunction with Jupiter, we are definitely offered up some happiness, some abundance, some feelings of gratitude. And because Jupiter is making a superior square to the sun, which I've spoken to in the last 2 videos, we're really getting this optimistic up level in our own life path. So how beautiful, friends, that our moon and the sun are connecting to Jupiter to get into this grand wisdom guru downloads that are available through Sirius. So some potent energy right off the bat, 2:11 a.m. And then we move to 4:28 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time, where the moon moves to 15 degrees and squares the sun. So Jupiter and the moon are now making that square to the sun. And when the moon squares the sun, this is this particular part of this cycle is the last quarter moon. So right before we come into a new moon, and this particular last quarter moon is really quite potent, friends. It really speaks to the Venus up-level revolution that we are working on. So this particular last quarter moon is special in the fact that the moon is in Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. Venus is in the sign of Leo in retrograde motion right now, hanging out with Black Moon Lilith, and Leo is where the sun is. So really potent intel around Venusian topics going down today. We have basically been given this opening from the universe to make a turning point happen when it comes to the way that we show up with Venusian things. So relationships, how we earn money, how we express our creativity, how we express our beauty, and what we find valuable. This particular place for our moon is really special, friends, because of the conjunction to Jupiter and now the square to the sun, who is also making a square to Jupiter. There is good fortune abounding with this energy. We have an exalted moon. When the moon is in Taurus, she is her most happy. So our emotional connection to our femininity, to our sensuality is really up-leveled. This Taurus energy is one of creating security, wealth, stability, and pleasure. It is a beautiful exploration of the five senses. So here we have this turning point with this Venus cycle, and our moon here in the last quarter phase is asking us to let go so that we can integrate for this next new moon, which is in the sign of Leo. So Venus is really working to die, to let go of old stories so that she can be reborn, friends. And the next aspect really lends itself to that. At 8:46 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time, the moon at 18 degrees of Taurus, comes into a conjunction with Uranus, also in Taurus, right? So in one day, she moves to meet Jupiter and now Uranus. Uranus is the planet of liberation, of freedom, of sudden shifts and changes, downloads. It is revolution. And this particular planet has been working with Venus to create this love revolution. But now that our moon is joining today, we are really being asked to liberate our hearts, liberate our emotions, to break free and break through those old stories of how we loved, of how we earned money, of how we expressed creativity. So liberate yourselves, friends. Let go of those old stories and allow excitement, Uranus energy to rush in around Venus themes. Allow this rebirth to be one in which you actually call in all of your heart's desires, friends. The Venus Cazimi that happens on Sunday is offering you up your highest desires, your biggest dreams, friends. At 6:21 p.m., the moon makes her next aspect at 23 degrees, so she's only moved 1 degree, and comes into contact with Venus retrograde and squares her. So yesterday we had all these positive aspects. Now we have some challenge because our moon in this last quarter phase is asking us to let go of something, and now is that point. So with this square energy, we are working towards transitioning, towards transforming, and what is still standing in our way. This square is asking us to put into action what we need to, use the willpower, and make some movement happen. Anytime we're working with a square, we are working with the energy of Mars, the warrior. So we want to see some action happen here, friends. And what is very beautiful about this is if you listened to my video yesterday, you know that Venus and Black Moon Lilith are right next to each other. So at 7:30, just an hour later, the moon moves a few more minutes and makes that contact to Black Moon Lilith. So really, the moon is squaring Venus and Black Moon Lilith at the same time within a few hours, really asking us to up level, to let go of the shame, to let go of the guilt, and allow ourselves to be reborn. Friends, intimately, I know that the divine feminine is harmonizing, is standing standing in its power, learning to not be a people pleaser, but really working to own and speak our truth. And through this, we are harmonizing into a whole new level of partnership with the divine masculine. This is sacred union, friends. We are up leveling on this planet so beautifully. My experiences with Jesus and Mary Magdalene, it has been profound in the last month. And my deep knowing, my deep understanding of connecting with these two characters to feel their union and what they did on this planet is definitely about this next chapter, friends. We are being asked to up-level, to step into our full power, and to show up in relationships in a whole new way, as sovereign beings walking side by side, as divine masculine and divine feminine in sacred union. So friends, this is the week in which we really step into this next chapter. So from myself, from Mother Nature, from Mary Magdalene, from Jesus himself, it is time to up level, let go with this last quarter moon, what still needs to release, and step into your highest power. I love you so much, and I am sending you so much joy, so much happiness, and so much power to step into you, friend. I love you. Mwah.